StockPulse newsroom here. We're talking Aztec Minerals. Aztec trades as AZT, Toronto Venture Exchange, and AZZTF on the OTCQB in the States. And in the news recently here with a 10-hole, 3,000-meter program here at Cervantes down in Sonora. So I've got here Simon Dyakowski here, the CEO, to kind of run through the details here. So Simon, thanks for taking the time. It's been a minute since we've connected. I guess the headline says it all here, a 10-hole, 3,000-meter program. Kind of get into the highlights here for investors.
Well, thanks very much for the opportunity, Rob. And I think the last time we spoke with StockPulse, we were just gearing up for our last drill program down at our Cervantes project in Sonora, Mexico. That started back in December of 2021. And it was a very successful campaign. We drilled 5,000 meters. And in the California zone target, we hit very wide widths of oxide gold in nearly every single hole, with a headline hole of 167 meters averaging 1 gram, and another hole hitting about 137 meters averaging 1.5 grams. So a very successful exploration campaign with a big discovery. On the heels of that, we got a strategic investment from Alamos Gold, a mid-tier gold producer listed on the Toronto and the New York exchanges. They've come in and they've subscribed for about 10% of our shares and provided us funding to move the project forward with another drill program, which we announced last week. So that's a 3,000 meter program, focusing mostly on stepping out from that discovery that we made over Q1 of 2022. As well, we had some other big news last week. So this project had been residing in a 65-35 joint venture between Aztec and Kootenay Silver. We were 65% majority owners and the operators of the project. And just last week, we announced that we've reached what we view as a very favorable win-win agreement with Kootenay to consolidate the entire project under the Aztec banner by issuing them 10 million shares. So they now become our largest shareholder at just over 11%, and they retain a 0.5% NSR royalty. So it was a huge development for us to get everything wrapped up under one umbrella. Hopefully, the market will turn here and we'll get fairly valued now on the Cervantes project. It's a bit tough sometimes for the market to value fractional ownership in joint ventures. So we've been quite busy and the drills are turning right now.
Any update on Tombstone?
Yeah, so Tombstone's in southeastern Arizona, famous silver district. We've had some good drilling success there over the last 2 years. Almost every single hole hit wide widths of high-grade oxide gold and silver over the last 2 years. We've been active there on the project over the summer, doing some mapping, modeling, getting ready for the next round of drilling. So we hope to get that underway in the fourth quarter of this year. And that project is loosely planned to hit really two major targets. So we have some deep CRD targets underneath the open pit mine that sits there. So there's a past producing pit, heap leach mine that was operating in the 80s, and it was in the vicinity of old workings of high-grade silver mining that occurred between 1880 and about 1940. So that's where we have been drilling, is expanding that in-pit near surface mineralization. But we have these huge targets in the limestones underneath the open pit, and they kind of remind as geologists a little bit of the environment where the Taylor discovery was made. That was Arizona mining back in 2015, and that's only about 45 miles away from us. And investors might remember Taylor was a discovery made underneath a past producing silver district, very similar to Tombstone. And within 3 years of making that discovery, their share price went, from 25 cents to a buyout of over $6 for 1.8 billion Canadian. I think it was the biggest or one of the biggest mining M&A transactions in 2018. So we're right in that neighborhood with a very similar discovery model. So a lot of our investors are keen to see us do that. And we plan to hopefully get down there in the fourth quarter once we've wrapped up drilling at Cervantes and test those targets, and also to expand on what we've already found there near surface gold, silver.
Yeah, let's, some parting words here for investors. Looks like you're taking care of business, made some strategic moves here, got some programs. Market's not really paying attention. I guess kind of a sure shareholders here heading to the end of the year, maybe into early next year. What do you see coming?
We've been busy during this downturn in the market, consolidating ownership of Cervantes, funding the company to be able to achieve our exploration goals. And now we've mobilized and commenced a significant core drilling program to expand on our discovery at Cervantes. And we've been quietly working at Tombstone, modeling, mapping, and sampling to get ready for the next round of drilling there. So all of the intangible pieces to having a good run of news and important catalysts, those are all in motion right now. So we're doing everything we can to keep the story moving forward and providing those all important re-rating catalysts. So when the market does turn, we're going to be right there. We're not going to be getting ready to drill. We'll be drilling. We're going to have all that important news and results coming out at that time. And I personally think that the gold and silver markets are very, very undervalued at this moment. There's a lot of risk building in the world, and eventually all the investors around us are going to be clamoring to get exposed to gold and silver, and they're going to work their way down to the exploration companies, and the ones that have the best results and the best projects are the ones that are going to be rewarded. And we think that Aztec Minerals, with our two projects at Tombstone in Arizona and Cervantes in Sonora, Mexico, are an exceptional opportunity to get involved in the sector.
Appreciate the update there. Simon Dyakowski hunting some hidden treasure there in Mexico and Arizona, two prolific spots. So Simon, I appreciate you taking the time here again. Aztec Minerals, AZT Toronto Venture Exchange, AZZTF on the OTCQB in the States. And again, Simon, thanks for the update, and we'll look forward to checking back in when you get some numbers to report.
Thanks for the opportunity, Rob. Much appreciated.